Hello. So today I want to tell you about the game Hard to Get, which is a word party game that Spin Master was nice enough to give to me when I went to their booth at Gen Con. This is a game that plays 2+ people. I definitely think it's better with more. It says 14+ on the box, but there's nothing like adult or mature about it. So I think you can play with any age. And sometimes having some kids in the game actually helps because they think about things differently, which can be really beneficial. So in this game, you are going to lay out 16 cards, and they all have a single word on them. The only reason that maybe kids would struggle with this is because some of the things aren't going to make a ton of sense to them. Like right here, we have a card that says the New Yorker. Like probably not a lot of young kids know what that is. But you lay out your grid of 16 cards. And then the person who is the clue giver is going to get a card that is going to tell them what the word is. So for example, if I take this one, it tells me that the word is hand. So I have 5 rounds to try and get everyone else to figure out that the word is hand. And you actually are going to use the box because it says round 1 or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you have these cards. And these are the regular cards. And then there's a few that are kind of easy or more simple, less abstract. So you can choose how many of those you want to play with if you want to make the game a little bit easier. But you pick out one of these cards. And this says pasta or rice. And I have to figure out if a hand is more pasta or rice. Or another one, maybe a smiley face emoji versus a wink emoji. Or jelly versus jam. So as you can see, these are very abstract. They don't necessarily have anything to do with the words that are on the table, and that's why it's hard to get. Where, like I said, these are the more direct ones. So you have fast versus slow, strong versus weak, sharp versus dull. So those ones are more direct. So okay, pasta or rice? Well, rice is kind of just one thing, and pasta comes in lots of different shapes and sizes, and our fingers come in different shapes or sizes. So I'm going to say pasta. So I am saying that the secret word is more pasta. So now the group has to look at these words and decide which things on here are not more pasta than rice. And they must eliminate at least one, but they can eliminate as many as they want. And obviously, the more they eliminate, the easier it will make future rounds. But if anytime they eliminate the secret word, we lost. So they're going to be like, well, I don't really think a cinnamon bun is more pasta than rice. Or no, cinnamon bun is made of flour, pasta is made of flour, so we're going to leave cinnamon bun. Cowboy, they probably would have more rice than pasta on the plane. So let's say they pull out cowboy and then they say, is the secret word still there? And I say yes. Then we go on to round 2. Recycling versus trash. Hands are amazing and can do so many things. So they are not trash. So I'm going to say recycling. So then they choose to eliminate some words, more recycling than trash. So let's take out a couple of different words, like this. And they're like, okay, is the secret word still there? I say yes. We go on to round 3, round 4, and round 5. And then if they can guess what the secret word is, we win. If they can't, or at any point, and they only get one guess, or if at any point they eliminate the secret word, they lose. That's the whole game. You can choose to play a certain number of rounds so that everyone gets to be the clue giver. You can just play till people are sick of it. It's one of those people can pop in, pop out of, you can just kind of have on the table. I think it's really fun because these are not the typical clues that you're used to giving. It's almost like reverse wavelength in a way that, like, wavelength, you have the 2 extremes and you're trying to give a word that fits it. And this is, you have a word and you're trying to get it to fit within these 2 extremes. And they are weird. They don't make sense. That's the whole point, is that they're not going to directly relate to the word you're trying to do. So it's fun. It's silly. You can have as many people as you want. It is a great game to pull out when you have a group, especially if you have a group of people who aren't really gamers and just want to play and have a good time. So that is Hard to Get from Spin Master. Let me know what some of your favorite party games are. Give me a like and a follow, and I'll keep bringing you more board game content. Thanks. Bye.